Okay, so I have my 1996 Camaro. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but it gets me around. So, as you can see, the paint on the hood's faded, and it's a good car, but I mean, it doesn't have the looks of most Camaros, and it is the 3.8 liter. So with the 3.8 liter, you get about 20 miles to the gallon. They're supposed to get 15 to 35 or 30, but I get 20 going down the highway, but that's because it is older. It's got 170,000 miles on it. So yeah, the only thing that's ever been done to under the hood was a brand new battery, 3 new coil packs, and fluid. And that is one common problem with these, is they do need coil packs every once in a while. And yeah, but it is a pretty solid car. As rough as I treat it, it still holds up. But you got the T-tops, which are in the trunk right now, but you got everything is basically cloth, and everything in the inside stock except for the sound system for me. So I got a Sony Series XM, I guess is what it's called, stereo. I got 2 kickers in the sides. I already got another video to explain the sound system, but one good thing about it is that you can take the seat and fold it forward. And you know what you can do with a seat like that? You can fold it back up and sit in it. So, yeah, the bucket seats are comfortable, except for mine. You have a little metal bar that like sticks in your ass when you're trying to ride down the road. Then you got pop the hatch button in the back, and it's finicky sometimes, not all the time. Then you open up the trunk. You got the spots for your T-tops. I got my 2 extra speakers back here, and then you got this as your trunk, but I just got my subwoofer sitting in it, and it's not even a trunk, but it'll haul some stuff. It's not the best for it, but I mean, for how much these things cost for a 3.8 liter, they're pretty decent cars. You can get them for like $1,200 off Craigslist or eBay. I got mine off eBay, and they got the Chevrolet standard rims, which the tires are kind of expensive. They're about $150 a tire, but it's got the spoiler, and if you do look down here, it's got about a 2.5-inch exhaust on it. That's stock, but it doesn't sound all too great because it is a 3.8 liter. If it was, the V8s do sound kind of nice, but at 170,000 miles, it does start up like it's nothing. And like I said, the only thing that's been done under the hood, other than the battery, is the coil packs. And it has ran great since. It does have a little miss in the idle, but that's because when I work on my stereo, I leave the stereo running while it's idling, and that carbons the plugs, and kind of it idles rough after that. But this is what it does sound like. It's not the best sounding, but I mean, it only cost me $1,200 off of eBay, so I mean, yes, I got my car off eBay, but I also got the subwoofers off of eBay, got the amp off eBay, so yeah. And it is a nice little car though, so I mean, and then I'll take it for a test drive in a little bit. Okay, so in the test drive, you can see I'm going 60 miles an hour, easy, like it's nothing. You look at my GPS right there, it says 112 miles an hour, but Andy can tell you that I've hit 118, but I just didn't have a GPS at that time. And one thing I do suggest is if you get a 96 Camaro, you get a steering wheel cover, because the steering wheel is awkward, in my opinion anyway, and it feels so much better if you get a steering wheel cover. It makes it so much easier to drive. But this car handles highway and everything just fine. One thing that's bad for it is long gravel driveways, because it's so low that it scrapes, rocks will be flung up under it and everything, and like, yeah. But if you go on a back road, like a really curvy back road, you can take the turns almost 60 miles an hour and be fine. I'm not saying try it, I'm not saying do it, you just go with what the signs say. But this car is low enough and it's got wide enough tires in the back that it holds traction really good when you go around the turn. And it's got really good steering, it's got good power steering. My air conditioner don't work, so I don't know how that works. It's got good heat, but the heat takes a while to actually cut on. Like, you'll be going 3,000 RPMs for about 10 minutes, and then your heat can start working. Then it gets good gas mileage. I mean, I can go back and forward to work, which is about, I don't know, 12 miles to work, and then I'm back and forward to work for a week and still have a little bit of gas left, and then I was on like $20 worth. And then you got, well, yeah. But it does handle good, and I'll show you how it handles on the turns. So, but I got, yeah. Okay, so this is the turn test on a really, really bad back road that we know. And yeah, and you see the crack in the windshield? That's because a farm truck dropped a piece of gravel and cracked my windshield. So yeah, I gotta get that replaced now, because you can't fix it, so I might as well get it replaced. And it does hold the road really well. I mean, mainly because it's that low to the ground, where it's like maybe 2-3 inches off the ground. So somewhere around there. Could be 6, but I doubt it. Yeah, but that is one thing about this. If you go hit a speed bump too fast, you will scrape. You will scrape. But that's with any lowered car, and most people want their cars lowered if they're going to want to go fast. But if you want to go fast, I'd say get the Z28 Camaro. Even if you do get it this year, it doesn't look too great, but you can still go fast. But if you just want a good commuter car, I like the 1996 coupe. It's got the, I like 2 doors for one, and it's got enough power to actually go, because it's got the V6 instead of the 4-cylinder in it, and that. It's Camaro, so it's actually American quality. It's not like a Toyota, which a Toyota, I know they last forever, but the fact is it's a, like, import. I'd rather have a American-made car any day. It might not be the older, like a 1969 Camaro is like my top choice out of all the Camaros, but I'd take a 2014 Mustang any day. Hey, a golf cart. Is that a kid driving that? Nice. But, yeah. So it does take turns really good. And if you notice that the speed limit sign said 40 in the beginning, and I haven't went under 50 this entire time. And so, yeah.